guys, what's going on? It's in the gym with Team Massive Joes. Training some shoulders, baby, at our preferred fitness facility at the moment. Just happens to be the all-new Anytime Fitness Glenelg. It's down near the beach, fellas. If it was hot in this bitch, we could go post-workout swims.
But it's not. It's f***ing cold.
Get the recovery sessions happening. Training some shoulders with my brother in iron, Massive Joe's wholesale account manager, Joe Bait, a.k.a. Swole Bait, a.k.a. the Swallow Bear. With special comments from my other brother in iron who had to step out of this workout because he couldn't handle the pressure.
The poor boy's in.
Mills, a.k.a. Neve.
I was too big for shoulders, that's what they told me.
So we're doing some internal and external rotator cuffs here. The reason we're doing these is because, well, Neve didn't do the workout because he's injured.
Yeah, what's the real reason you missed out on this workout, Neve, apart from having deltoids so swollen that the panties be falling?
Well, I didn't... No, my chest was too tight because my chest is too large.
Oh, come on, mate.
My chest?
No,
Be honest with the viewers at home.
Yeah, my chest is too large, so it brought around a bit of frontal rotation
My
on the front
chest
delt.
too large.
And then when I went to deadlift, my shoulder was out of alignment.
Mate, hold on. I've just got something.
Short story.
Something coming through my earpiece. Nevos no longer training chest. Chest is too big.
That's why I've given up training, mate.
Okay, seriously, why did we spend so much time warming up? Swallow Bear.
Because we're all injured, man. So what we're doing is we're just showing you guys it's important to warm up so that you don't get injured like us. At the moment, I've got a torn pec. Steve's got a torn rotator cuff.
Torn pec.
There's an
Training shoulders with a torn pec, bitch.
You got to work around the injury.
Crazy, man.
Anyway, what we're doing here is a standing dumbbell shoulder press, and then we're going into the machine shoulder press as well. What we're doing is we've flipped the switch and.
JB's personal favourite, the reverse cowgirl.
Mate, I thought it was your personal favourite, but I think it's everyone's personal favourite. Just to work the angles a little bit better with the machine shoulder press here. So what we're doing is we're supersetting most things in this exercise today.
Yeah.
The only thing that would make the reverse cowgirl a bit better would be the Barracuda joke.
The all-new NTS Barracuda, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That might be what you're talking about. Anyway, just for the viewers at home, just a bit of intro to this workout, even though we're already 3 minutes balls deep into it. This shoulder workout is an epic shoulder workout, man. You're gonna get some pretty cool different techniques in here, man. Starting with this here superset. And JB, why did we start with the dumbbells, man, instead of a barbell?
Well, it's just a little bit different. You get to work the angles a little bit different, and it's good to always change it up. You don't always need to use the barbell. And personally, with my shoulder at the moment, it's easier to use the dumbbells than what it is the barbell as well.
That's it, man. And then we moved on to some rear delts. We did once again another superset, pre-fatiguing with these here. What do you call that exercise there, Nevosh?
You keep the volume nice and intense, making them hoes jump on the fence there, Joe.
It's called a reverse dumbbell pullback, Steve.
Yeah,
Oh, the old
rear delt pull.
As Joe was very well known in high school for that movement. The old downhill
skiing.
on the couch.
So anyway, we supersetted that, pre-fatigued the rear delts with a bit of downhill skiing, and then moved into this here rear delt machine fly, man. The reason why we did that is just so you can really focus on the rear delts in the second part of the superset. You can really drop the weight down and squeeze those rear delts for maximum gains.
And make sure you're taking out the rhomboids, the trapezius, the trapezoid.
The back. A lot of people, when they train rear delts, man, you got to remember your rear delts are a small muscle with a very small range of motion.
So you don't need to go heavy on it.
Yeah, a lot of people loading this machine up, or if they're doing with dumbbells, loading the dumbbells up, man, start swinging, start bringing them hips in, start bringing that back in. Damn near doing fucking hyper extensions instead of training them rear delts.
Wow.
That was a good explanation.
I'm passionate about rear delts, in case you can't tell.
So here's JB hitting the
A lot of
IFBB rep.
motherfuckers got underdeveloped rear delts, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for that one, fuck. And,
So what
JB, what are you doing here?
we're doing some lateral raises, but what we're doing is we've grabbed some heavy ass dumbbells and we're doing some pre-fatiguing half reps here, and then we're going to go to some full reps of good form lateral raises with some light ones. I think we jumped to the 12s. These ones here are the 30s, the 30 kilo dumbbells. So they're heavy, man. But you do about 20 reps of those, and then you try and get out at least 10 with the lighter weight. And this is a tough exercise.
I just want to mention that this workout was about a week and a half ago since we're doing the voiceover. Because we've done the voiceover about 17 times now. But I did this exercise last night, and my side delts are absolutely f***ed, Joe.
Yeah, it's a tough exercise, man. And the reason why we do it, once again, is so that you can pre-fatigue and then you don't have to go stupid heavy with the dumbbells for the full range of motion, man. Once again, so you can focus on stimulating the medial delts for maximum gains.
I'd also like to make mention of you two boys and your matching outfits.
Yeah, we matched with everything. Everything apart from the shoes, we were matching everything.
What about weights?
Mate, they don't call us the walking billboards for nothing, you know what I'm saying?
The weights are, man, who remembers what the weights are? Now, what we're doing here is some upright rows.
This is a cool technique, Jack. Swole bait. Tell the viewers at home, explain what we're doing here.
So what we're doing is some staggered rep upright rows. So what you do is you pull halfway up, pause at the top again, and then on the way down you pause halfway down and then pause at the bottom. And that's 1 rep. And we're going to do 10 of them bitches.
Yeah, we were trying to get out 10, man.
I just like Joe's the only person in the current universe who knows Michelangelo because Michelangelo carved him from stone.
Well, once again, this is a real cool technique. You can use this on many different body parts, man. My personal favorite is to use it on legs, man.
Yeah,
on lap
squats, man.
We do it on lap pull down, Joe.
We do, yeah.
Seated row.
Yeah, and once again, it's a real cool technique, the staggered reps, for movements that you tend to use a lot of body English in. So anything where you got a tendency to swing or load the weight up and start using all different muscle groups, you can incorporate these staggered reps, man. It's going to keep your form nice and tight, allow you not to use as much weight, but once again, stimulate for maximum gains.
You can see the guy in the background here on the leg extension really stimulating heaps too, man. He's working hard back there.
Mate, that's a standard Saturday night position for you there, JV.
Yeah, sitting on the couch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, mate.
So what we went into here now is, now I gave Joe some shit for this one. We're doing single arm lateral raises with a fucking barbell. Joe, can you please explain why we're using a barbell for this exercise and not a dumbbell?
Mate, we're baiting the trolls, clearly.
Mate.
Clearly, that's what's going on. The question is it a barbell or is it just a really small person holding a dumbbell? Speaking of small, before I justify this exercise, JV, tell the viewers at home how big your natural arms are.
I prefer not to tell people. I don't like that.
Natty,
Nah.
Biggest arms in the country, I would say.
I wouldn't say that,
Put a
mate.
circumference on it,
Nah, I'm
brother.
not doing it. I'm not doing it.
There's a reason they call you Coke Can, JD.
Anyway, the reason real quick for doing these with a barbell instead of a dumbbell, especially towards the end of a workout, is because if you set your wrist in a certain position and do these one-arm lateral barbell raises, you actually can't change your wrist position. So it's a real good way to lock your form in and make sure that you're stimulating as much medial delt without bringing in front and rear delt for maximum gains.
Stop saying that. So now this is your dumbbell shrugs. This is a real cool way. So you're making sure that you're not using a lot of body English. You can't sway with your knees. You can't bend your knees. You can't use your body. You can't bob your head, do the old pigeon dance.
That's it, mate.
You just have to move just the old trapezoids.
Yeah, and it's a good way to squeeze them out. And you don't really need to go that heavy with correct form when you're doing traps either. As long as you're getting that good squeeze through the top of your traps, that's all you need to do.
And the real cool thing about doing them angled as well, is you actually increase the range of motion for your traps. Whenever you're doing shrugs standing up, the range of motion is real small. As soon as you put an angle in there, you can get maximum contraction in your traps for maximum gains.
And your traps also would have been pre-fatigued as well by doing your upright raises and your side raises, etc., etc.
Now, JB, finish off our conversation and tell the viewers at home,
mate,
how big those natural guns are, brother.
They're getting big. They're going to get bigger tonight too.
Oh, where are we coming to them from, fellas?
8.5-inch guns.
MassiveJoes.com.